All right, so back on the job today, we have our electricians here. They've installed a sub-meter. They're gonna run conduit through the crawl space across the house, and it's gonna tie into the same trench that I showed you previously. So here it is, comes out right here, right? And then goes into this piece of conduit. That conduit then runs all the way to the termination point where the RV is going to be parked, and whereas the water has to be 24 inches below grade, electrical conduit only has to be 18 inches below grade. So we have the electrician come out after the plumber comes, because when we install the plumbing, the sewer, we have to bed that with dirt so that there's no bellies in the sewer line, and that means that the trench gets a little bit elevated in order to put the plumbing in. So we do that, then the electrician comes out, and their conduit is always 18 inches below grade, and then it stubs up here onto this 4x4 pressure treated post through this sonotube that we're going to fill with concrete. This is the RV sub panel that we have been using, although the manufacturer is no longer going to be making these, but this has breakers for the individual RV connections here, whether it's a 50 amp or a 30 amp. There's also a 110 outlet, and this is a 60 amp service that comes out here. We also have the hydrant installed, which has pressurized water here, and it is a plug-in hydrant. So we'll use this right here, this 110 outlet, and plug that hydrant in so that that hydrant is a frost-proof hydrant, and when the temperature goes below like 40 degrees, there's an electric coil embedded in that metal pipe that turns on and keeps the water from freezing. It doesn't actually heat up the water for the tiniest, it just keeps the water from freezing in cold conditions, because this pipe is always going to be pressurized. So even in like a 20-degree day in the middle of the winter, there's always going to be water pressurized here. So we have to make sure that it doesn't burst. So that's why we do that. So that is basically what is going on here. We have grounding rods that are pounded into the into the dirt somewhere here. Oh, there it is, right here. It's hard to see, but there it is. And so that's to ground the electrical service. And so, yeah, that is the full hookup. The next step is going to be to backfill.